How to deal with jealousy in relationships and dating. I'm truly Eleanor, and I help women create loving and secure relationships based on trust in 6 months or less. Let's get into this. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel for more love advice and like this channel or like this video so more women can see it who need to see it. All right, so the answers I have based on my 15 years experience coaching women and my own personal struggles in relationships until I finally met and married the love of my life in my 40s. This answer, or the answers I'm going to give you, may surprise you because it's not going to probably be based on what you think you want or need at this moment, but it's going to help you to actually shift the entire pattern rather than looking at the specific circumstance. So I'm not talking about a relationship where there's a lot of infidelity or reasons for having major trust issues or being jealous, because those are legitimate reasons for feeling that the person can't be trusted or having some major issues that go beyond this video. This video is about somebody who has some pretty extreme insecurities within themselves and find that you get jealous for things that you almost feel embarrassed about being jealous for, because it's an internal experience for you and you have, like I said, a lot of the insecurities. And since I went through this personally and I help women, I coach them through this. This is more about the person rather than the other person. So if you're thinking this video is going to be how to tell the person not to do certain things, then also you're going to be disappointed, because jealousy is an internal experience and it's based on your insecurities. Jealousy really is about feeling like either another person, sorry for that alarm. So either another person is going to abandon you or reject you, or you're not good enough in some way to be in a relationship or to be dating or whatever it is. And I'm going to give you specific examples, but that's like an overview of it. It's that feeling of, for whatever reason, either you're not good enough, not pretty enough, not skinny enough, not whatever it is enough to keep that person's interest, or to have someone be interested in you, or to keep them around. So that's really what jealousy is about. I'm talking about jealousy within a relationship. That's the context in love and relationships. So some examples here would be, say you're in a relationship and the person has given you, again, there's no reason, no specific reason or no obvious reason for you to feel jealous, yet you do. So there's different ways of feeling jealous. For example, if your partner or the person you're dating is spending a lot of time with their friends and you feel really jealous and you're not quite even aware of how jealous you feel, but you know that you get really upset when they spend time with their friends, or you find yourself getting, with angry outbursts like, why do you have to go out again? Or why do you have to spend time talking to them on the phone? Or why are you always texting your friends? And so the response to being jealous, or the response to that feeling of jealousy and insecurity, is to get possessive. So you want to claw back or take back that time, or demand more of the time from the person, or more of their attention. You want their attention. And so the way you respond to jealousy is, like I said, either getting angry and saying, you're not allowed to text that person so much, or why are you always with your friends? You can't go out so much, or, almost making demands and saying they can only spend so much time with their friends or talk to their friends. Also family members. So this can be, for example, if you're dating someone or with someone and they spend a lot of time with their family, you can also get jealous of family members who take the time away from you. So it's a feeling of having things taken away from you and wanting to respond by pulling back and clawing back or making demands and wanting that attention put towards you rather than towards the family members or towards the friends or whatever it is. And this could be in any context. It could be, you could be jealous of their work, maybe jealous that they're so passionate about what they're doing and they want to spend a lot of time, or their hobbies. Maybe they want to spend a lot of time with their hobbies, like photography or whatever it is, and they get lost in their art or whatever they're doing and writing. And then you find yourself getting jealous. In other words, feeling your attention is being taken away, that you don't have the attention you need, that you don't have the, trying to think of the other word, the reassurance and attention towards you. So those are some really major examples and some common examples of what you can be jealous of. And of course, there's the other one where it's like if they're the opposite sex, or, you know, you think that that person could be attracted to the other person. That can be an example of jealousy. And, you know, feeling like you're going to be rejected, or that, or your partner or relationship, they're going to actually like the other person more and they're going to reject you and leave you. So that's, you know, probably the most common example, but I wanted to give a whole context because you can get jealous of anything. You can be jealous of anything because it's an internal experience, and it's a fear of not getting the attention and care that you need, and wanting to respond in a way by being controlling or possessive. And of course, we know how that turns out, because once you start to get like that and being more demanding or controlling or wanting to change the other person, the more that will build up resentment and create the scenario that you're trying to avoid, which is being rejected or abandoned. So in other words, it can ruin the relationship and cause the person to want to leave. So you're creating the circumstance that you're trying to avoid. So what to do about this? This is the bottom line. You want to figure this out. How do you deal with the jealousy and those feelings? So you have to figure out what it is that you feel is missing. First of all, what are you not getting? And where's the hole, or where's the emptiness coming from? So like I said, is it the attention? Is it your identity? So do you identify with something, and then by not being the number one in someone's life, or not getting the acknowledgement that you want, what does that mean about you? Do you have an identity where it says, if my partner doesn't think of me as number one and, you know, front and center, then that means that I'm not good enough, or that I'm not smart enough, or not pretty enough, or not skinny enough. Like, what are you identifying and attaching meaning to about that? Because again, this is going to be from your own internal experience. It started before the relationship, and it's going to probably continue through the relationship. And if it ends, it will continue into another relationship until you deal with what is your internal meaning, and why are you jealous, and what's missing. So these are all things that you can journal about and ask yourself, and looking at, so what's missing, what's the meaning, and then finding ways that you can actually connect to what I call your true self, who you really are, and fill yourself up, become fulfilled within your own self. So finding that sense of self, that you don't need that reassurance, you don't need that attention. Of course, as human beings, when we're in relationships, we want that bond and we love to connect to other people, but you don't need it for your own identity, and you don't need it from the other person to be okay or to be whole. you have that feeling within yourself of fulfillment, knowing who you are. So it's really finding that sense of self, your internal confidence, your connection to your true self and who you really are. That creates the feeling of wholeness and of confidence and your sense of identity that will start to dissolve these feelings of jealousy. So, one of the practices I like to do and recommend for my clients is spending some time in the morning every day connecting into yourself. So, 5 minutes of meditation, of introspection, where you just go within, take a few deep breaths, and connect in deep into yourself, whether it's into your heart. You could connect into your body. You could see your body, the roots going through your feet into the ground. You can spend some time going into your heart and starting to allow that heart energy to really flow through the whole body, connecting into yourself. You can even make an intention every morning to connect to your true self and then start your day that way. You'll see how the confidence will build, and you'll see how these feelings of jealousy will dissolve over time because you are really honed in on that relationship with yourself and you have a true understanding of your sense of self. And you won't need other people to give that to you or reflect that to you or give you the attention to fill that void. So I'm hoping this has been helpful for you, and I would love to hear your insights and your questions and comments on this topic. And please like the video so more women can see this who need to see it. And this is truly Eleanor signing off for now.